What's up, agents, and welcome back to a vendor reset video. It's the 3rd of June 2025. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. We're going to start at the Brooklyn vendor and let's get straight into it. So today he's got a foul, but unfortunately it's got Sadist on, which is really good, but you're going to have to keep Sadist and roll damage to targets out of cover on the bottom. Everything else though is pretty mid. There are these Empress International gloves with status effects on. You could put skill damage on if you're doing like a dual skill build. That might work out for you. And then also with this electric mask, this could be skill haste, status effects like it already is, just optimize it. And you've got yourself probably the best in slot mask if you're doing that kind of high-end build. But with all that said, let's move on. Okay, back in DC at the base of operations, it's got a carpenter, but I mean, it's not good. I can't imagine what you would use that for at all. Everything else though looks kind of meh. Maybe this Alps chest, the skill haste and repair skills, if you're not using a gear set, this would go a long way to change the talent to something healing. The mods are trash. Let's check out the clan vendor. Alright, so the clan vendor has got a Caesar's guard, but it's got repair skills on, so not the best. Ongoing directive backpack, negotiator's mask, a rigger holster. We've got a paratrooper SVD with damage to targets out of cover, which is probably best in slot roll. It's a shame the gun's not that good, but maybe one for the stash just in case they ever do anything good to it. There is also a Sokolov Concern backpack here that could be crit chance, crit damage and bloodsucker. Not the best because you won't be able to roll the talent, but still a very good backpack with them rolls. Everything else is trash. Let's move on. Countdown vendor has got a lefty with damage target out to cover. Buy one of these if you've not got it. It is worth every single penny. We've got the new cloak knee pads, but they've got headshot damage on, so it depends what you're doing with them. But maybe a pistol headshot build. But they're a little bit weird because they've got increased threat and reduced threat, so I don't know what's going on there. Crit chance, crit damage, gift backpack here, an old school one, but still one of the best in slot pieces. Pick it up if you've not got one. Let's move on. At the campus, we've got a white death, but unfortunately it's got crit damage and vindictive on, so probably a hard pass. There is a shiny monkey mask that you could get with status effects that could work for some kind of build, but everything else is rubbish, so let's move on.
I want a deal too. Let's do some.
At the theatre, they've got a whisper if you want to get it with perfectly behind you on. The gun's not that great though, so I warn you in advance. They've got some Providence gloves that could be crit chance, crit damage, but only good if you're a newbie. Same with these knees, crit chance, crit damage would be pretty good on these Providence knees, but again, certainly not best in slot. Let's move on. Down at the castle, we've got a white death, but again, unfortunately, it's not any good, so not worth picking up. Everything else is meh as well. Maybe if you're doing an armor build, this Uzina would be good. You could perhaps put Hasbro on with it, but we are stretching to use something. Everything else is garbage. Let's move on. DZ South has got a Devil's Due that could be crit chance, crit damage. Clutch isn't the best, but might be worth picking one of these if you've not got one. Put it in the stash for a future update, hopefully. We've also got a measured assembly backpack. That is a one strap. If you've not got one, you should have though from the season's track. We've got a heart breaker chest piece. We've got a Zeodoka backpack that's got a headshot on, so I don't know if you're doing some kind of headshot build, but it's got creeping death, so probably hard to make anything good of that. Everything else is trash, so let's move on. DZ West has got some Empress guards. Unfortunately, they've got skill haste on, so not worth picking up. We've got some measured assembly gloves that look big and chunky. Eclipse Protocol knees. Some shiny monkey gloves as well. Again, they've got status effects on, so maybe you can do something with them. Walker Harris knees that could be crit chance, crit damage. Not best in slot, but maybe worth picking up for some kind of build. That's it. Let's move on. Haven, the craziest vendor in the game, has got a streamline on the PDR. So if you need it for your bench, you could buy this and pick it up and get it over into your bench. There is a Uzina chest piece, but yeah, I mean, it's a mess. Never mind, let's just move on. There is some stuff like Lengmo if you need materials, but not so much anymore because of the What's changed? Let's go and see what Roy's got. Looking for Roy to save us. It's just not happening, Roy. What is going on, my friend? Alright, so Shiny Monkey, maybe with efficient, skill haste. It's a stretch. It's a stretch. It's no good. Sokolov, gloves, could be crit chance, crit damage, again, more for a newbie. The Wyvern holster could be skill haste and skill damage or status effects. This is probably pretty useful. Probably the best thing he's had in a long time. That's going to be it for the video. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching, agents, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.